Hello again, guys. Long time no see. Very quick video for you here tonight. Unfortunately, it's been about a month and a half since I received this little guy, the Mpow Mbox, and I just wanted to give you a sort of quick mini review of my longer term thoughts and impressions of it. As you saw in the initial unboxing, the sound out of it sounded very good. Build quality is excellent. So I just wanted to sort of follow up with how I've been using it, how it's been working out for me over time. I will tell you, the grand majority of the time I've spent using this has actually been using the line in. I've had it plugged into my desktop and I've been using it as my primary speaker, going back and forth between it and a couple of other Bluetooth speakers using the line in port. I have used it here and there as a Bluetooth speaker. Unfortunately, I have not used it as a microphone. I know it does have the ability to be used as an external microphone, so you could actually use it to make and receive phone calls. That's not really something that appealed to me because if I've got this hooked up to my phone, I'm gonna use it to play music and then I'm gonna use my phone to make phone calls. So if that's something that does interest you, I might be able to look into it, but it's very difficult to test because you have to, get somebody else on the line and ask them how it compares to actually talking using the speakerphone versus talking, headset. And the headset is almost always gonna be better talking directly into the phone. So I just haven't done that. It just does not appeal to me, unfortunately. So yeah, overall, having used this device, like I said, over the last month and a half as a primary speaker for my desktop, it's been great. They advertise about 10 to 10 and a half hours of battery life. It's got, I think, a 1500 milliamp hour battery in it. And while it is difficult to quantify that, I will say I only have to charge it every couple of days. I leave it plugged in and turned on for the majority of the time. And I've got USB plugs handy, so I just sort of plug it in as necessary. The one downside to that, and this has not been advertised anywhere, I haven't seen anybody mention this yet, is that when you have the USB plugged in charging it and the line in plugged in, if you don't have a very thick line in cable, I'm guessing, you get a lot of hiss and feedback coming through it because you have that power coming in so close to that, in my case it is quite a thin 3.5 millimeter cable. So if I were to switch that out for a thicker one, I don't think it would be a problem. In my case, what I normally just end up doing is when something happens when I have to recharge this for a couple of hours, I switch over to another different speaker. So it really doesn't make that big a difference. Or I switch over to a pair of headphones for that time. Usually what I end up doing is, oh wait, it's the end of the night, let me go ahead and plug this in. It's been a couple of days since I've charged it, something like that. So let me plug it in and I'll unplug it in the morning, something like that. But yeah, so over the last month, having used this, it is still very rock solid in the hand, still puts out very good sound. I actually had my dad here a few days ago and I let him sample several different speakers and his opinions were pretty spot on where mine are as well. This one has a very well-rounded sound. It's not going to blow your eardrums out, it's not going to knock your socks off, but it has an accurate sound. Much like the headphones that they put out, Mpow makes some excellent quality audio gear. It's not top of the range, it's not going to be the absolute best, it's not going to give you the biggest bass boost, it's not going to give you anything to really blow you away, but for 50 bucks, for something that you could take with you on a trip and have, portable, decent level of sound, really not that bad. In my case, having something that would be relatively inexpensive that I can plug into my desktop and use as an external speaker, or hook up to my phone to play somebody some music or show a video or something like that very quickly, it is extremely handy for that. And knowing that it's made out of something that's extremely solid, really the only thing on this that's not extremely well built and durable is this little faceplate right here in the middle is a little bit flimsy. It's not like it's going to fall apart or anything, but when I push on it, it does have a little bit of a give to it. That's not really a big deal as far as I'm concerned. The rubber feet keep it from slipping, that's awesome. The buttons are very clicky, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I haven't used them all that much. And honestly, the one thing that I really do enjoy about it is that on-off switch on the back. So if I'm not going to be using it, I can just power it off. That is another kind of downside, is that power on. All the Mpow products do tend to like to talk, but it's not all that much. And the good thing is it does let you know battery low when the battery's low. So I was sitting here actually watching a video earlier, watching actually a Twitch stream. I was watching Captain Sparkles or something, and all of a sudden it said battery low. So before anything happened, I plugged it in. That's what reminded me of the hissing you get when you plug both line in and USB in at the same time. But anyway, to go ahead and wrap things up, because I have been talking for quite a little while now, if you are in the market for a Bluetooth speaker, this is definitely one that should be on your list. It does not have aptX or aptX, whatever it is, the Bluetooth ultra high quality standard that a lot of other products do have. Mpow has that on a couple of their products, but unfortunately it doesn't appear they have it on their Bluetooth speakers. But that does not stop it from being an excellent speaker one way or another. I think it's around $45 to $50 on Amazon. Please check over there. I'll have a link down in the video description where you can check it out. But that's probably going to be about all for me for today. I'm going to go ahead and hook this back up to my PC because, like I said, I've been using it as my daily driver speaker for about a month and a half now, and only switching it out when, you know, when it dies, basically. So yeah, big fan of it. Definitely recommended. Go check it out. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.